If you want to become known and unmissable in 2026, this video is for you. Welcome to Next Level November, episode 4. This is the last episode of the series. If you want to be known and become unmissable this year, this workbook, playbook, training that we're about to have together is for you. I'm so excited. If you haven't been paying attention, the entire month of November, I've been releasing free masterclasses every single week, in-depth, how-to, trainings, practical, outcome-based workshops for you so that you could next level your business, your audience, your income, monetize your IP, blow up your brand. It has been such an awesome month, and I can't even believe it's not even over yet. We still have this workshop here. So today we're talking about how you can become known and unmissable. And I'm just going to share with you my beautiful workbook that is here. So I have built this huge, I'm going to put it over here, huge playbook for you, massive, okay? I think it's like 56 pages or something. You can download it by clicking the links in the show notes or in the description below. And it's got everything you need. You can type into it, you can write into it, you can grab a journal. But basically, the point of this is an activation. It's really to support you to step out, to lead, to become known, to become unmissable, to build a personal brand that is freaking unstoppable and unforgettable. And if that has been something that you're like, I really need to work on my personal brand, I really want to step into the spotlight, I want to make it happen for myself, then my friend, this is what we're about to do together today. And I'm so excited for you to watch this. So welcome. All right, I hope you get your workbook because we're going to be doing some of this together. Obviously, we're not going to go through 56 pages together, but I do really want to introduce you to it. I have been for a very long time supporting women who are high level, who've built an incredible business, and they're awesome. They're smart, they're brilliant, they've made it happen. They're all about impact, but they have been the world's best kept secret. They haven't built their personal brand. They haven't put themselves out there. They haven't shared their story. They haven't built their cult-like following. They haven't done that. But they've built an amazing business and they know how to do that. And so in the work that I do at the Queen's Table, which this is a little preview of the Queen's Table, we support you to stand out, to claim your space, to become known, go-to woman that you want to be. And the truth is that no matter what level you're at, if you're just starting out or if you're up at that Queen's Table level, you're not meant to blend in. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to be who you are. And if you can shine at your highest capacity, if you can claim your space unapologetically, then the world gets to find you. The people that need you get to see you, and you get to make the impact you came here to make. So this is a little bit about me, blah, blah. Actually, let me just tell you. So I had a very fucked up, traumatic ass life as a kid. Grew up in America, trauma, horrible, foster care, broke my back, was in the army for 10 years. My husband passed away. He was my high school sweetheart. All this bad shit happened. And then in 2017, I launched my business. In 2018, I started my coaching brand. We had no money. We were $150K in debt. And within that first year in the business, just from Instagram, no email list, no funnels, no website, no fancy, nothing. And I had like, I don't know, 1,000 followers or some shit. I was able to build $160,000 that first year. And we had no expense. We had no team. We had nothing. Literally no software. It was nothing. The following year, we did $500,000. The year after that, $1 million. And from then, we've made millions of dollars from our social media, our beautiful audience. I don't monetize my podcast, so it's not monetized. I don't have ads running on my podcast yet. That will happen. But I'm telling you this because I was able to do it by showing up consistently, building an audience. Everything I've shared from the 4 weeks of Next Level November that I've been sharing with you, I've been able to grow and monetize my intellectual property, support the people, create a community, and build a personal brand. Now I speak on stage and do all kinds of things, and the business is completely different than when it started. And I share that with you because you can be making 7 figures just from growing an audience online. You don't have to have some crazy formal education. I'm just now in my 40s getting my psychology degree, psychotherapy, just because I want to. I want to learn more. I don't want to be a freaking Instagram coach, right? I want to continue to learn and grow and evolve. I'm into healing. I love mindset. I love that work of therapy. And so I'm doing that. And I want to tell you this because when more people know what women can do, especially women of color, especially women who grew up on food stamps in the hood in a marginalized ass community, you can make the money, okay? You can make all your dreams come true. You have to get out of your own way. You have to be willing to face the shit that's been stopping you and slowing you down. You have to get mentorship and support from people who've went before you, or else you try to figure that shit out on your own, and it's going to take you even longer. Trust me, I did all that. So this workbook, It's going to help you on the vision that you've been trying to create. I think a lot of us get stuck, as I just said, trying to figure shit out on our own. Like, oh, I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to watch a bunch of YouTube videos. I'm going to watch a bunch of, reels on Instagram. I'm going to follow a whole bunch of people that have a different recipe book, and I'm going to try to cook with the 17 different recipes, and it's going to taste like shit. Okay. So what I'd love to give you in this training is a deep dive into yourself, into what you truly want. What is the big vision that you're chasing? It's a perfect time of year to sit down with yourself and go, yo, what do I want next year to be for me? What would I love to create in my business and in my life, in my income, in my bank account, in my calendar? What kind of life do I want to build for myself? What's the big vision? 5 years, 10 years, 25 years. I dare you. What does it look like? What does your impact look like? What does your company look like? What are your clients like? Everything you can imagine. What is the visibility like in 5, in 10, in 25 years? Think about that big vision. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at, where are you today? We're going to come back to the now. What is going on for you right now? Based off that big vision where you are, where are we today? How big is the gap? How much work do we need to do? And I love this because this is the reality. Your current reality doesn't stay the reality forever. But if we don't check in with where we are now, how the hell do we know where we're going? So big vision, current reality. Then the third thing that we're going to talk about in this workbook is what's getting in the way. This is where I need you to get honest with yourself. Like, what is slowing you down? What's stopping you? What's, distracting you? What's pulling your attention? Is it yourself? A lot of people, when I ask them what's getting in the way, they're like, me, I'm getting in my own fucking way. And I'm like, great. It's good that you know that. How are you doing that? What's the benefit of you doing that? Why do you continue to do that? What can we do differently? I don't know if you can hear the airplane going across or my husband mowing the lawn. Thank you, Hamish, who decided to mow the lawn today. Anyway, if you can hear it, I'm sorry. Problems of having a home office. So we have to think about these things, right? Because if we don't understand what's stopping me and getting in the way, then we're just going to think, oh, Erica, I'm bad at business. Oh, it's because I'm not like you. No, I wasn't good at business. Okay, I figured out how to do this shit. I wasn't techie. Like, look at all my tech now. I got my little books and shit connected. I wasn't doing any of this before. I had to figure it out. I'm just going to quickly turn up my lights because they feel a bit dark. And if you're new here, we be keeping it real. We're going to sneeze and we're going to keep the sneezes in, okay, my friend? Because this is what we do. Vamos a ver aquí. Is this better? Oh, yeah, that's way better. Who turned up the lights? Okay, thank you so much. Got my little app and it's great. And these little light box lights, because my office it's like daylight outside and it's really dark. Anyway, ADHD. I feel like a pink Oompa Loompa sometimes with my pink glow light that comes at me. So that's what this book is about, right? What's been slowing you down? What's been getting in the way? And how do we commit to what you truly want, which is to be seen, to be heard, to be validated, to be supported, to be watched, to be followed, to be hired? What do you want? You want to make your shit happen? I want to be the female Tony Robbins, okay? I already told you that. This is my goal. I love him. I'm obsessed with him. I think he's incredible. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to help you become the queen bee of your industry. So if you're reading along the workbook with me, there's a section, I don't know what page it is, but it's like time to become the queen bee of your industry. And I'm going to share it with you because it means a lot to me that I've been able to support women to do this. So let's zoom in, shall we? Ooh, that's too much. Too much. Okay, so in the Queen's Table, what I do in this program, which is amazing, and it's not a program I'm looking to scale, so I'm not trying to get everyone up in the Queen's Table. It's super intimate, and I can't fit a bunch of people into it, and I don't want that. So if you do ever get invited to join the Queen's Table, or if you apply and you jump on a call with me, what we speak about is this. These women that come to me, they're like, Erica, my personal brand's non-existent, and I really came here to impact. So we talk about impacting. We talk about selling out their coaching programs. We talk about getting on the TEDx stage. I've got 4 clients this week that submitted because the TEDx was due today at 2 p.m. today. It was due. And 4 of my clients submitted, and heaps of my followers online that are not my clients that I was like, make sure you submit your TEDx, right? Like, get your ass on that stage. And if you get declined, who cares? Then fix your application, fix your profiling, whatever you need to do, and go again. This is how we go after the things that we want. But if landing a book, if doing a podcast, if getting asked to speak on stage globally is a part of your vision that you have, if you want to impact millions of people, my friend, you have got to become known. You have got to become unmissable. You need this high level activation so that you can become the woman that you already want to be. Okay. There's a beautiful quote here that says, when you become the one they can't stop watching, quoting, or booking, you don't chase opportunity, you choose it, because opportunities are going to be ridiculous. They're going to come at you and you're going to have everything that you want. So part 1, this is all about the vision. Let me see if I can do this in a different way. Let me see if I can put myself. Can I put myself half? Hold on a second. Yes. Amazing. Hi. Way better. Now I feel like I'm reading a book to you. Okay, so part one is the vision. Now, this is about a dream that scares you. This is about thinking huge, thinking big. I'm talking like, Erica, I don't want to say that out loud. My friend, if you can't say it out loud, how are we going to get it? Like, we have to be able to attract this. And so the vision is really important. And a lot of the times we're fearful of stepping into that vision because we don't think it's going to happen. And it's too bold and it's unrealistic. And, oh my God, but what if this doesn't happen? And my family doesn't understand me. And I don't know anyone that's done what I want to do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people have to say. It matters, do you want it? And if it's implanted, I believe, in your heart and in your mind and in your head, then consider in another reality, it's already done. How do you make it happen for yourself? If you don't let yourself dream, it's not going to happen for you. So this is really about naming that dream that you have been avoiding. This is about getting honest with, do you actually want it, or do you think it's a cute, nice to have? Or do you actually want it? My husband always tells me, like, the shit that you be doing, I think people think it's easy because you make it look easy. Because I do, because this is what I do. But this shit is hard. It's not an easy thing to do. You got to own the fact that if you did go for it and you got what you wanted, everything could change. That's the shit that kills me, is like, when I've done all the things that I said I wanted to do, like write a book, get a book deal with Penguin. Oh my God, imagine if I could speak on stage internationally. Imagine I got paid to go to America, because I live in Australia now, go back home and get paid to speak and impact people. Imagine I can go back to my high school one day. Oh my God. Imagine I could do a TED Talk. Holy shit. Imagine. All that shit happened in 1 year. The same fucking year too. I was just like, damn. Right? But like, imagine being visible. Imagine being in alignment. So in this section, I'm going to ask you to get raw and real and do some journaling. Do some journaling, write the shit down. What is that big, bold thing that you want? What's the big vision you have for your business, for your life? What is that? Are you clear on what it is? Have you had time to sit with it? Have you thought about what you want? Is it a TEDx stage? Is it a book? What is it? What is it? Write it in detail. The income, how much money do you want to make? Do you want a relationship? Do you want children? Do you want to buy a $6 million house? Do you want a Maserati? I don't know. What is the thing, the big, bold vision? And it should scare the shit out of you, and it should be big. And the next question, and I'm going to let you keep going with it, but if it all worked out better than you imagined, what would your life look like 12 months from now? If everything you wanted worked out, what would it look like? Think about it. What dream are you pretending that is too much or not for you, but you know deep down you really want it? It could be anything. And then what do you feel like you're being called toward? Are you being called towards more stages? Are you being called towards writing a book? Are you being called to do a podcast? Are you being called to show up? And even if you're like, I don't know if I'm ready, Erica, but something is pulling you. I believe that shit happens on purpose, right? The next thought, who do you already know that could support this dream? Who could open the door? Who could kick your ass? Who could support you? Who could help you make it happen, right? And if you don't know anybody, that's cool. Think about, who do I need to know? What rooms do I need to get in? What networks, what stages, what events, what communities do I need to know about me this year? And I need to know about. Who do I need to invest in? Who needs to hear my message, my work, or experience my energy? I know that there's an event in America, Lindsay Schwartz. She runs Powerhouse Women. I would love to speak at Powerhouse Women, but I haven't connected with Lindsay and her crew and her community. So I'm going to buy a ticket, VIP ticket. I'm going to spend the money to sit my ass in the front row in my sequence and be all up in there and be like, hey, everybody. Hey, Lindsay, we have mutual friends. We know each other. If it's meant to be, it'll be. And if it's meant to where I connect and support her audience and speak on stage at one of her events, fantastic. And if not, I had a great time and I supported another woman in business. And it looks like an incredible event and I want to be a part of it. But like, I have to fly from Australia, buy a ticket, go there, sleep there, get another flight to Arizona, stay at a hotel, get my little outfit on, and have a great time. And then possibly connect with some future women, clients, audience, opportunities. That's about you getting in the room. And I know friends that know her, but I'm like, I want to go there because I know sometimes you need to invest and get in the room. Create and cultivate, the same, right? Like, that's an event that I want to go to. What if you stopped waiting and actually backed your vision? Because a lot of people have a vision, especially at the end of the year. Oh, 2026, 2027, 2028, I'm going to be doing, okay. What would be your first move? What would be the bold move that you know you need to take that you haven't taken? And then in this section, it gets you, I'm going to see if I can click it over here for you so you can see it. In this section, it gets you to actually make a list, a visibility opportunity list, right? A list opportunity board of the things that you want. So when I say the tech, baby, the tech, there we go. So when I say like podcast you want to be featured on, what are the podcasts, right? What are the episodes? Who are the people that you would love to be featured on? What stages do you want to speak on? What publications or platforms do you want to write for or be featured in? Who are people that you admire that you'd love to collaborate with or hire, learn from? What community or mastermind or program could shift your network and net worth? Like, what do you want to join? Right? Like, this is literally you going through and asking yourself these questions as opposed to keeping it a pipe dream, because sometimes we tell ourselves that we want things, but we don't make it real for ourselves. There's an amazing exercise that I've given you, and there's a video that goes with this exercise. I might have to post it and share it, but it's a future vision exercise. And you think about what you want and you tap into it and you step into it. And in this vision exercise, please do it, because it's literally the reason I booked a TEDx. I did this future vision exercise with my therapist at school, and the next day I called, I sent a message, I applied for the TEDx, I got the TEDx, I got my book deal that same year. All of this happened at the end of the year, at this time last year. And it changed, my whole year is different. My whole business is different, everything. It changed everything. I'm not telling you this just to fluff you, but like your future vision exercise is fucking humongous. And then I'm going to ask you to commit. Commit like it's already done. What are you going to commit to? There's a little signature area. If you would like to, you could do that. Okay, now we have part 2. Section 2 of this workbook is so freaking important. Please don't forget it. This is the identity shift. This is the woman you're becoming. Who is the woman that you're becoming? Can she hold the dream? So part 2 of this is like, it's not the vision. It's who you're being when you show up for the vision. So who are you being? Who are you being? So this is just about, this is Angela. She's my gorgeous client in the Queen's Table. She joined the Queen's Table. She had chicken shops, like a takeaway to go chicken shop. And her husband owned a building company. And she came to me, she sold her businesses. And she was like, I want to do coaching. I want to speak on stage. I want to do a TEDx. Angela moved with fury, and I think she's 50 or something. Like, she's not 25 years old, but she moved like she was 18, okay? Angela was not playing. She listened to the things, and she showed her ass up. She just did her TEDx in Tampa, Florida. Angela lives in Australia, and now she's speaking for banks. She's speaking on tours. She's speaking everywhere. She is absolutely killing it, and she made it happen for herself. So this is about you recognizing that everybody who has a dream and a vision, everybody has doubted themselves. Everybody has come from the same place of never knowing how it's going to go, of having no followers, of having no money, of having no experience, of sucking, right? Like, no one goes, oh yeah, cool, this is easy. All of us feel this fear, and we do it anyway. You can't hold a dream with the same identity that keeps hiding from it. Ooh, this is about being congruent. Ooh, hello. This is about being congruent with your actions. And so this is what it is here. So we're going to talk about this in this section. Your alter ego era. So stepping into the version of you that has everything that she wants. Who is she? We need to step into her, because she's the one that creates this. So we're going to talk about getting honest about how you're showing up today. We're going to talk about being congruent with your dream versus who you are now, the identity as you know yourself. We're going to activate the future version of you, which I call your alter ego. And then we're going to act like we already got it. We're going to move like the woman who's got it. Cool? So section 2 has so many important reflections and journaling prompts. And obviously, we can go through so much. I'll tell you the first question just so you can marinate on it. How do you see yourself right now? Right now, what identity are you operating from today, day to day? What do you believe about your voice, your power, and your value? Is the way you are currently showing up in alignment with the life and business that you actually want? From section 1, is it alignment? Where are you putting a version of yourself that's not real? Where are you pretending? Where are you playing small? Where are you second guessing? Who are you afraid to become, and why? What are you tolerating now that the woman from your vision in part 1 would never allow? Think about the energy that she walks into the room with versus how you're walking into the room now. What would shift if you stop hiding behind perfection and you started moving with conviction. What? And then it tells you to build your alter ego. And if you've read my book, Becoming Magnetic, back here, boom shakalaka. If you've read this book, you already know about alter ego. That's chapter 7, the best chapter in the whole freaking book. But honestly, you need to commit to this, okay? This is what it is. And then we get to part 3. Part 3, which is not fun, but it's the truth. And we need truth if we're actually going to build the shit that we want to build. And the truth will set you free, as they say, but not until it's done with you. So what's slowing you down? What's keeping you stuck? We need to get clear on that. We need to get clear on this. Overthinking, fear of getting it wrong, fear of, outshining someone else, comparing yourself to other people. Like, you have got to see the ways in which you hold yourself back. Overthinking slows down your visibility. People-pleasing dilutes your voice. Perfectionism, destroying your offers. Procrastination, you pretending that I'm so perfect and I'm perfecting and preparing, and it's like, no, it's keeping you slowed down, right? Hiding behind busyness instead of impacting. That's what this whole section is going to take you through. So we're going to uncover your patterns, which is uncomfortable as hell, understand the emotional root behind them, get honest about how self-protection is costing you power, and reclaim your energy and agency. Big questions to ask here and answer here. Please write this shit down. Okay, what patterns keep showing up in my business that no longer serve me? Second guessing, stalling. What am I avoiding doing even though I know it would move me forward? Ooh, where did that belief come from? Have you thought about your beliefs? What fear is hiding underneath your avoidance? What belief are you unconsciously operating from? What is it costing you to keep believing the bullshit that doesn't serve you? Doesn't say that, but basically it should say that. And in this section, it's really about pulling out your inner blocks. So there's a whole exercise around your inner blocks and pulling them out to make sure that they're no longer stopping you. So really important. I don't think we like to look at this stuff because it's uncomfortable, but I really want you to think about this section, because if you don't start realizing, understanding, unpacking the things that are slowing you down and getting in the way, it's going to be really difficult to overcome them. So it's like we're pulling the blanket off. You don't have to do this. You don't have to share this on Instagram. Nobody needs to see this. You don't need to send me a message about it. You get to do this for yourself. If you get to see the blocks, the patterns, the ways in which you stop yourself, the things that are slowing you down. Maybe it's like, actually, I'm hiding because I don't know how to do reels. I'm hiding because I don't know how to do a hook. I'm hiding because my cameras are shit and I'm not showing up because I don't know. Like, maybe it's something that's not just you blocking yourself. Maybe there's a skill set that you don't know. Maybe you need some mentorship. Maybe you need someone to show you the way. Like, I've paid for so many mentors with things that I had no idea about. I would never be where I am today if I hadn't done that. I'm trying to figure shit out on my own. And no offense, but what got you here is not going to get you over there. So maybe you got to a place that you can get yourself to. High five, good job. Now the next level requires support, requires help, requires, proximity. And so thinking about that, right? It's not just how you're stopping yourself. The part of me being visible that scares me the most is what I want people to think of me is what I'm terrified they might actually think is. Like, this shit is hard. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, like, beliefs and stories and ways in which we are not nice to ourselves and ways in which we second guess and play small. These things are really difficult to just snap your fingers and they're gone. But if you could start seeing this pattern, the first step is awareness, always. And it's so frustrating to be in awareness. I know I was in awareness for a long time when I first started doing this work. And I'm like, I'm in awareness. I know I'm doing it, but how do I change it? That's the frustration speaking, right? First, become aware. Slow down enough to know where you are blocking yourself. Slow down enough to ask yourself, what do I truly want? What do I want for my business? What am I truly happy doing what I'm doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Am I tapped into it? Do I feel connected to it at all? Number one, like, let's do that. And then based off of what I said I want and where I am today, what is actually slowing me down? What is the thing that's taking my energy and pulling me? It could be family. It could be family that's doubting you and putting things into your head and second guessing you. And then you're like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't do that, Mom. That's stupid. And I'm like, does your mom have a business? Does your mom have the same vision as you? Does your aunt have the same vision as you? Does your best friend who's broke have the same vision as you? No. So let's maybe think about the people that we're getting advice from. Who are we hanging out with? Do you have proximity to high level, incredible people that are doing big shit, that are expanding, not contracting? Some of us as leaders hang out with people that contract us. because they're contracting. And I'm like, I'm not hanging out with that. Like, clean up your circle. Maybe that's what you get when you do this section, where you're like, you know what's slowing me down? Me and my friends. Me and, the fact that I want to watch reality TV and fucking binge bullshit instead of doing the work that I know I need to be doing. Okay? No judgment. I'm just saying. Everybody got the same 24 hours in a day. So this is going to take you through some real uncomfortable shit, but I think it's really powerful and important that you see this. Okay? So this is your declaration. You're going to write this. You're going to do this. That's part 3. Part 4. Part 4 is fun. Okay? Part 4 is fun. I love the frame of probability and possibility. Look, probability, we need it. It's the reality. It's logic. We need probability. All right? Without probability, we don't have real shit. I get it. But possibility, what could be possible? Yes, probability, be in the reality, be in the here and now. But always don't forget to look up to what could be possible. What could be possible if I showed up? What could be possible if I got support? What could be possible if I worked out how to scale my business, how to get on a stage, how to launch my podcast, how to actually get that book out there? What could be possible? That question to me excites me so much. When you stop holding back, you can become who it is you want to become. And so part 4 is amazing. There's no realistic. There's no playing it safe. There's no bullshit. Okay? We're not letting anybody do that to us. And we're definitely not doing that to ourselves, right? You're building your dreams from identity and knowing what you desire and who you are, right? And it doesn't mean you're delusional. And there's this cute Delulu. Yeah, I'm Delulu. But also, I have no fucking idea how I'm going to hit the goals I want. But I know I'm going to hit them. I tell you, looking you in the eye and being like, I am going to be on a Tony Robbins stage. We're going to be friends. It's going to happen. I know it. It's happening, my friend. It's going. It's on its way. Somebody's cooking it up. It's cooking. I don't know how it's going to happen. And I'm not thinking about it every single day, but I put my intention, I put my order out into the universe and somebody's cooking that shit. I can smell it, right? But it's not here yet. But I trust and believe. But I don't have to go when, because I trust and believe. And then I act like the woman who actually has it happening. Then, wouldn't you know, all of a sudden, here it is. And the shit that pisses me off is this. There are women out there with half your skill and double your visibility because they stopped overthinking bullshit and they started taking action. They started taking action. They speak before they were ready to speak on the stage. They built the program. They sold the program before they fucking built it. They charge before they feel qualified. I'm not asking you to be dodgy and do some shit where you're creating something and you don't actually give the person what you created. No, I'm saying you take action before everything's perfect, right? As you move, shit moves with you. That's the section. So this is about you shifting your thinking to expand yourself, to expand into her, right? To fit into her skin. And maybe her jacket's a bit too big on you, but you're like, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it until it fits me. And then all of a sudden it fits you. This is about you imagining what is possible when you stop playing small and second guessing yourself and holding yourself back. This is about anchoring you into results that will open up when you become the go-to. And how do you become the go-to? You got to be consistent. You got to be known for the thing. You can't be doing 55 things. Nobody's going to know who you're the go-to of. You're the go-to of water bottles, tripods, dancing salsa, doing Reiki, and Spanish lessons. It's like, what the fuck are you focused on? 17 different things. And some of you watching this and listening to me right now have 2 clients, have 2 totally different clients. And you're like, nah, Erica, I could do it. But I just don't understand why I'm not scaling my business. I'm like, because you're focused on 2 things or worse, 4 things. It's about less. So people know you are the person who does that thing. Not you're the lady who does all the other things. Because then you lose credibility and people won't know that. Choosing to lead your life and business from where you are, not fear. So that's this section. I'll read a few off to you. If I fully If I fully backed myself, no blocking yourself. If I fully backed myself and moved from possibility, what's possible, not current reality, probability, what would you do differently this week? If you were like, anything is possible, Erica, I could have anything I want. I can do these things. What would you do differently? How would your week look different? What would your life and business look like if you stopped hiding and you started building like the woman that you wrote about in section 2, your alter ego? What if you started operating like your alter ego? What kind of shit would be popping off for you? So much. Because you would be being her. You'd be walking like her, talking like her, dancing like her, eating like her, hanging out like her, showing up, posting. Like you would be the woman you want to become. So act like her now. You'll see her results. I promise you, it is wild. Telling you, that's what the whole freaking Becoming Magnetic is about. What rooms would you be in? What clients would you attract? What kind of money would you normalize? How much would you invest in yourself, right? What would it be like to be recognized, remembered, and requested? Like you're the category of 0. People just go to you because you're the one. You're the one that they see and they go to. Who benefits when I stop filtering my power? Who gets activated, empowered, or inspired when I go all in? What version of success am I finally ready to claim? These are big ass questions, okay? And then this is a future declaration that you are writing to yourself for your next level. I'm the queen bee of. I am known for this. My signature voice, method, presence, impacts, boom. I've built a business that allows me to what? People book me because I am, boom. My legacy will be what? Yeah? I love this. She stopped living in probabilities. She started leading from what was possible. And then she became unstoppable. Like, this is what's available, okay? We're going to do this awesome map in here. It's like Queen Bee vision. Like, if nothing was off limits, if you stopped shrinking, if you trusted your power, here's what I would create. Here's what I would lead. Here's what I would claim. And this is just for you to write and enjoy the space in here. And then we do a final commitment again. When I tell you that this workbook has so much, and I really deeply hope that you sit down with a notepad and pen and go in and ask yourself these questions. What is the shit that you want? Be real about it. What do you want? I don't care how big and scary and crazy and audacious it sounds. I'm not going to laugh at you. I am going to high five you. I'm going to push power into you. I'm going to be like, yes, bigger, go for it. If you have a big vision to impact millions of people, if you have a vision to change the schools, if you have a vision to change society, if you want to do some massive shit, if you want to write a book or 20 books, or you want to shift the landscape of something that needs work, I believe that you can do it. But if you won't even let yourself dream, when is it going to happen? It becomes a pipe dream. And then we're like 80 going, I wish I would have done that thing. It's like, you can do that thing. Let's make it happen for you. So that's your big vision. What is the big vision? And if you get stuck, like, think about where you want to be. Think about your life. Think about your bank account. Think about your body, your health, your vitality, your family, your children. Think about travel. Think about impact. Think about your audience, your offers, your business, your program, your team. How do you look physically? How do you dress? What car do you drive? Where do you live? Like, every area you can imagine, think about that. That will give you that clarity. And then the second part, as we said, is where are you today? What are you doing now? What is life like now? What is your impact like now? What is your audience like now? What is your vitality like now? What's your bank account like now? What's your business like now? Your relationships, your cars, whatever it is. What is it like today? This is like jumping on the scale and being like, oh shit, I didn't know that was my weight. Who cares? We can't lose weight and know how much. We can't go after the big vision and dream if we don't know where we're starting from. And a lot of people have shame over that. Don't have shame over that. That was the version of you prior to today. Prior to listening to this, that version of you built that life. And guess what? You get to decide who you want to be from now on. So if you're like, I don't like what she did, I'm grateful to XYZ, but the rest of it, I don't want that. Cool. You get to redesign and rewrite your life, your business, your week, your calendar, your bank account, everything right now. So you're going to go, cool, thank you. This is my current reality. And then part 3, what has been slowing you down and getting in the way? It's very hard if you're going to lie to yourself. It's very hard if you're going to be like, oh, no, nothing, honey. I'm good. I've been doing all the things. Listen to me. Come on. I had a client once who was like, oh, I don't know why I got this. I'm overweight. I'm not feeling good. And I'm like, how's your food? Not good. Okay. Are you drinking? Hell yeah, a lot. I'm like, okay, what do you mean you don't know why you're not good? You've been eating shit and drinking alcohol a lot. Girl, you ain't 20. Like, of course you feel like shit. And it's like, oh, yeah. It's like, don't lie to yourself. Who cares? It's not working? Fine. What's not working? Where are you stopping yourself? What are you allowing to come in and slow down your vision? Are you getting distracted? Are you fucking around? Are you watching bullshit? Are you wasting time? Are you comfortable? Like, your partner works or you have extra money put to the side so you don't really have to, so you don't. In Australia, we be comfortable. I'm not saying everybody here, but there's more comfort in this country. We're in a great country. There's a lot of comfort here. In the United States, when you're on your fucking toes and people are pushing you out, there's not a lot of comfort. So I don't know where you are, but just ask yourself that. Those 3, if you do those 3, you are ahead of most people to understand the vision, where you are now, what's getting in the way so that you can get what you want. Download the book. I'm so excited for you to watch. So if any of this resonated with you and you want some support with this and you resonate with our work, please click the link in the show notes. You can check everything out. As I said, next level is for those of you that are starting out and trying to build your business. If you want to go next level, the Queen's Table is where it's at. You can drop your application below. And I hope you enjoyed this incredible series for the month.